Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Famil Samadli and I have been working as a software engineer for more than 7 years, and I've worked in various countries and different types of companies, and I wasn't able to upload video on time this week because I was very busy with my life. I had a very big project in my company that I have to work. It was taking me even some overtime coding, and I also have a German language exam coming in the next month, so I was bit of preparing for that, and alongside with that I was also trying to get some time to meet my friends because I didn't want it to just push it aside. And I think during these chaotic times I just realized that maybe this topic would be very interesting for you, and the topic that I want to talk about today is the how important role that vacations that we take plays in our life, in our career, and how it affects us. And I think until this day, I was the person that always hustling, working a lot, doing overtimes. I was maybe doing even there was at a time that I was doing 2 jobs at the same time. It was tiring, but I had the energy to do it. And in the initial years of your careers, you have the energy to do a lot of stuff. But by the time you get older and your life grows with you, and then you make a bunch of friends, you try to hang out with them, and then you marry, and then all these kind of stuff, makes your life very busier. And at that time you start to understand how actually important the vacations was in your life. And I have to be serious, I was really not the guy when I was working that was taking a vacations and actually taking a vacations. What I mean is just take 5 days off and then do nothing, just scrolling on the social media, and then after 5 days passed, come back to work. And that's, I think, not the best way to use your vacation days, because at the end what I have seen is that it basically adds nothing to your life. And in that 5 days period you haven't worked, but you do not feel as motivated, as productive when you come back to your work again. Now I think in my video today I want to talk about this, and I want to share my journey with you, how actually I was thinking about vacations. And in the last year I have to thank to my wife that changed my mindset about it, and now I am more trying to focus on my vacations and make them a bit more different than what I was doing in my vacation times. And so these 3 topics, I'll start with the first one, is that the hustle mentality and overtime working. Now I've worked in the UK. Now currently I'm working in Germany as a software engineer, and as you might heard, or you know, that Germany has the very good work-life balance when it comes to work, so they're really protecting the employees. But basically you have a really good work-life balance. You work 8 hours a day and then you leave. You can do whatever you want, and no one can fire you because you worked 8 hours. But I think when I was working in the UK, I've felt it and I've seen it, that we have to take some time in order to just relax and then start working again. Because usually most of the time we're hustling, working overtime, learning and doing this journey over and over again, but we forgot sometimes that why we are doing this. And I think best way to do that is that you work some time and then you earn some money and set aside some portion of that money. It depends what your goal is, and then try to experience very small things that would actually bring that feeling, that why you started hustling, why you wanna do these things. Because in that moment you realize that, okay, this is why I was working on, this is why I was working 8 hours a day, or maybe 9 hours, 10 hours a day, or maybe more than that. It could be anything, and you realize that why you were doing that, and it basically brings back your motivation. And next time after your vacation you start working on this stuff, you realize that, well, I'm ready, I have energy, and I can tackle whatever I want. And believe me, it really works. And while I always say that it increases your productivity, and as a person who tried this, I've seen a very good benefits of this. The other thing I want to mention about is that sometimes we think that taking a vacation means okay, I'll take a vacation. I worked, let's say, a whole year and in the summer I'll take 2-3 weeks of vacation, and I'll go to some cities and explore them. Now, as a person, I was this kind of person that I wanted to say like, oh, vacation for me means that I have to go somewhere and explore this, and I have to learn some stuff. But over in the last 1 year, I have to be honest with you that I've learned that it actually makes you more tired compared to where you can go to a beach side, or it doesn't have to be beach, you can just go to a village kind of places, and then you can have your vacation in there, away from all these like crowded, all these like many people, many touristic places, and you can just relax, and if you use your mobile phone less and less, and that will be wonderful. But over the time you could see that instead of going like major touristic zones, going to some small places and enjoying your vacation there will be a lot more helpful to you than as I said, going to these touristic places. And I've done this in this summer actually, because the whole year I was working a lot, and then with my wife we decided that we should take a trip. And I was kind of guy, I was like, oh, I want to go to Italy, I want to discover some cities, I want to learn their histories. And we both decided that, okay, we'll go to small village in the Greece, and then we'll go to Rome after that. And we spent, even though like 5 days in each, what I have seen is that those 5 days I spent in the Greece was much more relaxing for me than I was in the Italy, trying to go to these touristic places, see some stuff and all these kind of stuff. So for sure, one thing I can suggest you is that change your environment, go to some nature, go to different city, but try to do something different rather than sitting at home, sitting in the same city, if you can afford it, of course. If you cannot, I would at least suggest you to not stay in the house, but mainly go outside, do some biking, do some hiking if you can, but try to be on the outdoor, because that really increases your energy, boosts your mental health. And then when you come home, when you start working again after some vacation that you took on the nature and the outside, walking and doing some exercises, you realize that you actually let all those negative thoughts, negative energies that you collected over the time in your job, and then you just let them go. As I said, vacations are very important in your life. So don't just look at them saying that, oh, I will hustle 5 years without taking even a break. Believe me, I did it. So I'll share a secret with you that I started my career in 2019, and then with my internships, and then 2020. And the last 5 years, I would say, I've hustled, like in 4 years of it, I've hustled every single day. And it really did bring me a lot of money, like wealth, good environment. But at the end I realized that I was so burned out that I didn't want to open my laptop and do any coding things, even it's just the simple tasks, because I was so overwhelmed and so burned out. And once I started to do those small kind of like vacation breaks, I realized that my mental health, my overall health, it just can't be mental, but my like whole body wealth started to increase like consistently. And now I feel like I'm back to where I was when I initially started my career, and that is really great, because now I feel that I have the energy to do all these things starting again. I can do all of them again. But if I didn't take those breaks and vacation times, didn't go outside, enjoy the time, I don't know if I could able to survive with this mindset. So believe me, as a person who have been in those situations and tried all those things, what I can suggest you is that use your vacation days, even if you work on your own company, take some time off after 2 months, maybe 3 months, take some 2 weeks, and try to do some exercises that you regularly, try to do some stuff that you regularly do not do, like going outside, as I said, hiking, going to different places, different countries, different cities. But try to keep your mind that when you go to different countries, different cities, different places, try to remember that you do not have to actually do anything, but just go out, enjoy it as much as you can, and then come back. And you do not have to just like think about it as a game that you have to accomplish everything. You can just go out, do some walking, do some going there, meet with, maybe not meet with some people, but try different things, and believe me, you will see the benefit of it in the long run a lot, rather than just like thinking that I will do some hustling 10 years, 5 years without stopping, and believe me, in the middle you will forget what you're even working for. And if you continue doing that for more couple years, you will start that you realize that your motivation is really going down, and believe me, you're becoming very tired all the time. You are not as productive as before, and you cannot even accomplish your goals because you forgot what your goals was. So that was all I wanted to share with you all. This was my experience. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you in the next videos.